bar in the Key West. Would everyone make some noise? The battler on the right hand side, introduce yourself.
Podge Dwyer.
Father on the left, here we go.
Gwame. Shout out to Sile.
Yeah!
He never took me.
Alright, so it's 3 rounds, and who's going first? Podge going first. Let's go, Podge.
So it's Gwame. Mr. grew a quiff and a beard, therefore we've to believe he's no longer weird. Who's been doing DFI and don't flop for years, but somehow nobody cares. Whose name suggests a speech impediment, but yet he speaks so eloquent.
Let's go.
Plus, he has a self-awareness to turn like this to the camera at every punchline. Golly gee, he's intelligent. But they said you took Gwame. You know you'll have to prepare like a chess match because both your molds clash like celebrity death match. Plus it's just a few weeks away. You'll need to progress fast. And then it dawned on me. I've been a decent battle rapper for the same amount of time as you. And you had a 7-year head start. Yes. And yeah, I fucked up my last battle, but from now on there's no more cock-ups like an Ellen DeGeneres snatch because I reflect on my setbacks and said it would be death for my next snatch. And for that I digress, lad, but the message was steadfast. My followers have gathered to see a body like the lesson from Rembrandt. And if you didn't get the reference, get it when they edit for the weblands, because I'm more like the venomous redback. Initially all I get is a head scratch, then it progresses and hits you in the chest and you regret not reacting in the first place, because the fella's a threat and you fell in a death trap.
Yes. Oh man.
Last battle you brought up how every time you stepped up while the rest ducked and everybody gave respect for that. But I know what goes on behind the scenes, so I've come here to assess some facts, because while you've complained about being ducked, you've been offered names such as Hulk, Scoop, Bobby Rex and Danks. So you complaining about ducks is like the pot calling the kettle quack. The jig is up, so stop playing the martyr, you silly cunt, when you were the one making it difficult, afraid to take an L, so said the offers weren't big enough, so the car gets diminished and I have to step in last minute just to fill it up, and you go back to your high horse acting like you keep the ship afloat, when in reality your contribution is about the size of pygmy folk, afraid of getting shot down as the messenger, so the rest are getting pigeonholed. You witchy scrote last few battles have no views or fans or shit to show, you're just here to give a false sense of pecking order like some mistletoe, so go on. So go and tell your shitty jokes, take what I said and flip it, bro, but don't forget, I had told you we don't have to do this, but for stepping in the ring you're dying in the end like Mickey Rourke.
Let's go.
So let's not tippy-toe. Stop talking about your contributions because there ain't none. In 8 years you've done fuck all for the scene, while in 8 months me and Rory gave birth to a whole new thing like Mae Young.
Facts. Facts.
In summation, because you love that word, in summation, you're a liar and a chicken shit, so say your rhymes and make them intricate. I'm breaking you down as a person, and don't worry, the next round will be on some different shit.
Yeah!
Round 1, I'm Graham. Again, let's go.
He said I was offered Dank and Bobby Rex, and it wasn't an understatement, but I confirmed those, and those were the people that couldn't make it.
Nice.
And I might be speaking eloquent, and that's how it sounds to some, but I don't have a speech impediment. But your accent counts as one. Now, I prepared for this last minute. Surprise, surprise. I didn't care about the deadline. But judging from your last battle, you couldn't even tell time. And I lost at Terminal 2, which was different. Because it wasn't filmed. And because I wasn't prepared. I wrote the night before and hadn't practiced till I'd gotten in there, whereas you battled Terminal and... Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's probably fair. Fuck it, I guess I'll make do. But I'd like to take a moment of silence today, dude, to say rest in peace. To that big fucking head winning your debut gave you. I mean, I'm glad that it deflates, dude. because that was a prelude. It wasn't your debut. You debuted years ago against Dynamic, so this is stage 2. You beat G Double, and you think you're the king of the free verse. Getting so big-headed he puts on his t-shirts feet first. When you battled G Double, you were awfully proud. You asked Rory if you could do a mirror match next, with 3 compliment rounds. Like, the Irish scene's re-emerging and I'm responsible now. Have you been to Enniscorthy? I'm the talk of the town.
Let's go.
Greatest, the term that they're tossing around, because you amaze us with verses, obnoxiously loud, and the way that you word them, so awkwardly wound, we could say every person is lost in the crowd, because, mate, we're not sure what you're talking about. I swear that accent gets worse every battle. So I'm calling it out. You and all those shitty, badly put together references that pop from your mouth. I mean, we know when to react, because you ball up and shout. We know where the punch is, but not what it's about. And we have to react, because how small is the crowd?
Fuck you, man.
Still, I felt bad the day this had gotten announced, and your Adams battle dropped, and your confidence downed. You were like a lost puppy, your mammy not to be found, an overconfident hound who was not in the pound and never copped until now. There's other stronger around. See, Adam made you his bitch. You were stomped in the ground. So what's the point of this? I'm just kicking a dog when he's down.
Oh.
Round 2 on Podge, whenever you're ready, man, take it away.
I thought that was one I was going to lose. Let's talk about Graham Toomey, the true underdog story. Because 8 years ago, Graham debuted on Don't Flop Ireland. And he admitted he was pure shite. But you see, Graham had the foresight to persevere through the poor times. Because he knew in 2017, he'd come to Wexford and battle a rookie called Scott Ryan. This is trying to make it look good for you. and give his best performance of all time. And together, they could do 300 views in a fortnight. but against Scott, apparently you spit your dope as shit, dude, when you compared him to Mokajin and said if you were Yoshimitsu, he'd be holding sticks too. But Yoshimitsu holds swords, not sticks. Seriously, this shit gets on my tits. Nowadays, battle rappers just call anything just to get it to fit. Like, if we ever have a fight, I'll turn Yoshimitsu and slash you with my samurai wagon pipe. Nah, sorry, you haven't spat it right. The closest thing that rhymes is a massive knife. Well, a sword's a sword, and knife's a knife, a wagon pipe's a wagon pipe. I'm not going to become a samurai, and battle rap's just become a fucking bag of shite. But usually, your writing is lethal dialect standard. Your delivery's the fault line. So I guess your pentastage transition resembles LD2, how it goes from lethal to all right.
That's good.
So this is just the start of something better for me, like Eastwood and Rawhide. Well, now let's get into how this closet racist feels about the alt-right. What? Because he used to be a little snowflake. Till he saw Tommy Lahren and got a hard on and went from young Turks to fuck Turks because they're foreign and idolising Trump and Bannon. Justifying the shit in Charlottesville with groups that had no part of it, pretends to be a fat pacifist to deflect from all the fascist shit. He sees attacks by fascists and brings up Black Lives Matter. But he's not racist, he just says a lot of racist shit in private, but that's just group chat banter. When most people hear of police brutality, most people think horrendousness. When he hears of police brutality, he thinks well, the evidence. I'm not going to disregard the problem and deflect in it the same way you bring up Black Lives Matter to justify the white supremacists. But you see, there's a difference between wanting to have a master race and not wanting the guards to stop your car and blast your face. And I know what side I'm choosing irrespective of the damage made. Because your conformist way of thinking is why Bobby Sands is starved to death, why Grayson Plunkett had to wait, why kids were beaten half to death in Belfast just for being Catholic bred. That's why anybody standing up against oppression, I'm a stand with them. That's why anybody who stands against oppression, I'm a stand with them. Whether Whether peaceful means or Malcolm X, because we can both say how Gandhi had respect, but where would Ireland be if those on Easter week were fucking pacifists? So shut the fuck up, dude, and have respect. Because we've both seen Garner gag for a break. We've both seen 12-year-old Tamara Rice getting shot down in the streets or playing with a plastic tech. So I'm not saying the looting's okay and defending pacifists and arsonists. I'm just saying you have to be a fucking racist prick to compare the reaction to these tragic deaths to a bunch of fucking scumbag Nazi nationalist fascist pricks. You're an embarrassment, and why I'm fucking out of fuck Trump and his establishment. So this round I didn't bring a lot of heavy punches with clever wording, so you may be the better writer in this round. At least I'm the better person.
Oh, yes! Come on, that's it! When you flip that Mokujin bar, it was total shit. Because if you play Tekken, when Mokujin fights Yoshimitsu, he is holding sticks.
You said two though.
2 sticks, yeah, 2 sticks. Seriously. That's not what I expected. You switched your style up, which was a good call. Smart. You switched your style up, which was a good call. Smart. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. You switch your style up, which was a good call. Smart. Football bars would have worked if you put them all in one small part. But instead, what you write with your pen was 90% football bars, and well, no one in this room is getting the football bars. Okay, well, a lot of people in the room aren't getting the football bars. Okay, well, I don't get football bars. And that's the truest admission. Confusing a bit, so I'm googling shit because it's fruitless to listen. But when to try to define your style, what's the true definition? Do you call it lyrical football hooliganism? Okay. But no, I prefer this new stuff and this newer edition. But I'm here to make a band and break them up like Danny Kane. You hoard your way to this wild bill like Calamity Jane. So when I'm breaking out the pen like Andy Dufresne, you'll get the cue behind the bar like Fran from Love Hate. Now you rap loud and aggressive like you're actually vicious, while avoiding eye contact like a tampered with witness. You face the ground. You face the ground, pace around, and you're acting suspicious, doing this shit with your hands like a spastic at Christmas. What? Yeah, I'm rapping the quickest. But I don't know if he's trying to slag me with disses or ramble some shit, because he looks like he's rehearsing and practicing shit, because he's having a tiff and he's planning the words he's about to have with his missus. You need practice, Podgy. You act like God but can't catch a body. Lad, why you gotta act so... You need practice, Podgy. Said your God but can't catch a body. Lad, why you gotta act so cocky? Mad, ain't you seen my clash with Scotty? Ain't you seen my clash with Scotty? Your accent's dodgy, but it hides the fact all your rhymes match up sloppy. Fucking, all your rhymes match up sloppy. You rank him top 3 from a debut battle. I'm guessing that we gassed him probably. So we expected he'd be shit, so being average shocked me like you're going to McDonald's and you ask for coffee. So, surprisingly decent. But you interrupt your opponent's bars. He interrupts when they're rapping to him. Conversational rebuttals, because that is the thing. They'll be like, Podge, you're a virgin. And he'll crack with a grin like, no, my girlfriend's right here. Oh, well, I guess you automatically win. Podge, you're 26. Stop thinking out loud. Fit that shit into your round, or just zip up your mouth. And now fuck that, double virgin for you. Because you're telling porkies a romance. Laura Tarsi job, she gets bored when you hold hands. If you scoring, there's no chance. And you'll still be a virgin when you're a 40-year-old man, 127 hours. You want to get your rocks off, you'll have to resort to your own hand.
Round 3 on Podge, let's go, man.
So after that second round, starting off this third, I didn't know what to do. I just knew after my last car crash it was imperative to follow a 15 minutes of madness like on Chien on the Loo.
Yes.
Because it's nothing to lose. It's how you bounce back, you should know, you lost to him too. But I'm sorry you didn't really take it serious, so it's not an issue. But this is your next not serious battle, and you've pretty much lost in it too, because even if you won the first, then great. The second round was a 10-8. And at that, like a hypotenuse, I went opposite to the right angles that they thought I should use. I guess you could say I switched up my weaponry, like you did with Yoshimitsu. I would kick the shit out of you. And rob you for your phone 6 cash. I don't even smoke, but I'll even rob the purple that you burn like Mo Sislak.
Burn up a flaming Mo.
I'll rob you so fucking much you think I wrote with that because I've got a gun so imaginary. The thing goes.
Always gonna use that again.
Let's go.
Your deeds have achieved nothing in years, which resulted in a drop in the tears, and now you've blended in with the bottom class and consider novices peers. You're the Billy Madison of battling, and that's gotta be weird, because even though we've grown up in proximal years, the shit is shockingly clear. The shoe-in is getting cobbled by a first-year rookie, like my Gavin, and what's sad is I do not even care. And that's why when I'm doing the league's previews for each battle, listen off the weaknesses and strengths with them, I call Sayo a legend and a ducker. And you're only a veteran, because you're most known for body. And because you're most known for bodying yourself, you're not showing any reverence. Pamphlet shapely fiend raptor, if those who don't know need any evidence. So this ain't bars against jokes, it's routine against relevance. Because when Rory asked the top tier to battle to me, who's he is what he's questioned with, but he'll still walk around with a snotty nose up like, ooh wee, I'm the best at this, but being a patronising prick doesn't mean you're intelligent. His IT schemes has him thinking with the pennies wise, but like a 90...
Yeah, that's a bar.
But like,
Go on YouTube. Sorry, Podge. Subscribe, though. Come on. Sorry, Podge.
His IT schemes has him thinking with the pennies wise, but like a 90 slow jam is pony if I'm being genuine. You're just another fucking rich kid liberal who turns 25 and switches to the centre right because he has to pay some taxes, realises that he fucking hates the poor and that the city should be gentrified. But what's funny is Mr. Belittle's a fucking skivvy little.
Yes.
Nah, you're a trainee manager, so in other words, you're just that token, overly groomed, patronising prick in a little.
Round 3 on Gwame, let's go.
That last round was a lot of banter, but it went on for so long that you stopped the camera. I'm not done. And fuck all that racist shit, I'm innocent here, mate. I came here to battle, not have a political debate. And when he brought up my real name, yes, it's Graham Toomey, and knowing you, I expected you to rhyme it with Wayne Rooney.
Why didn't you?
Now, on today's episode of Proper Embarrassing, let's take a look at some of Podge's comparisons. Here's a recent one that I thought was the best. Your flow has nothing dope in it, like Clean's toxicology test. That was genius. See, he's pretending his opponent is a patient of his, but doesn't quite realise which one's taking the piss. If you next compare two things so alike, no difference. You're getting laid in the past, just like a lino kitchen. He then did a temple tap, and he rhymed position, which raised my suspicions. Because it sounds like he's trying to talk about sex like salt and pepper on that 9-0 rhythm until the signpost hit him and he realised that Terminal isn't a girl and this is a rhyme show, it isn't a gyno visit. Now, we can talk about time limits, because we both suck at that. We can talk about time limits, because we both suck at that. Me, because I throw our bottles in, and you, because you won't shut your trap. You rapped 15 minutes against Terminal, and you choked fucking bad. That was ironic, wasn't it? You rapped 15 minutes against Terminal, and you choked fucking bad. You said you wrote too much in too short a space to soak up the raps, so you know something lacks. And if you want to solve 2 problems, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, just adapt. If you hit the 2-minute mark early, and you chose to retract and go pull it back, you'd have enough bars left over for a whole nother clash. Think about it. Less chances of a choke, more time to breathe. You'd have so many extra bars you wouldn't have to write for me. And you left Dano upset, because he was ready to call time on you and his hand was upstretched. 2 minutes later, you're still rapping your set. And his arm's getting tired, so it gradually steps. His arm's getting tired, so he gradually lets. But to manage the stress and embarrass him less, he does that awkward thing where you're asking a question but get blanks, so pretend you're just scratching your head.
Big up, Alpha.
Now I know I mentioned terminal a lot, because getting personal is fun. It's something that's happened in the past and you can't reverse what is done. And I wish you both the best of luck in the UK. But even in the airport, you'll be nervous and stunned. Because when you're flying there with Ryanair, look at your ticket. Terminal 1. Did I already mention it, Terminal 1? People from your hometown say you rap hard and you have bars. Your hometown's Enniscorthy, the back arse of a back arse. So if they don't know the drill, they might think that you're the best choice, but I'm posted up every day. Sophie Coleman's status about his girlfriend. R.I.P. checkpoint. Never know.
For Kim and everyone make a bit. Make sure you like, subscribe and all that shit, man. Let's go.
Realize I was standing on stage just as the beat kicked in. Sometimes them lights is too bright in your face to see within. Cause people lying, people dying, people sin. And we get high and we forget and we pretend like we know every damn thing when we don't know shit. That's why I'm over it. That's why I'm ultra lit. I'ma sit till my problems seem like they don't exist.